Dr. Becca Gulaire, and I'm going to give you a 2-minute rundown of the MSPE or MSPE. This stands for the Medical Student Performance Evaluation. This used to be called the Dean's Letter. While it is still provided on letterhead from the Dean's office, usually from Student Affairs, this is not something like a personalized letter that you have to try to get from a dean. So don't panic. Everyone gets this. This is something your school does on your behalf. They prep it for you like a packet, and they turn it into the ERAS application system on your behalf. They do it for everyone at the same time, typically sometime in late September. So what is in the MSPE? The very first thing that we have is the noteworthy characteristics. This is the only part of the MSPE that you will have any part in. And the school will usually ask you in May to write these items about yourself. This is very similar to a cover letter that would go along with a CV or resume. It's like 3 catchy things to kind of hook your audience, things about yourself. I'm going to give recommendations for that in another quick video. The next section will be your academic history. When did you start? When you're expected to finish? The orange section is where information would go if you had any sort of remediations or a delay in your program. Like if you needed extra time for step 1 prep, or you took like a medical or personal leave of absence and came back, there would be a short explanation there. Next, there is a section with academic performance. They do report any like major professional issues that have arisen, and they will report your ranking and quartile if your school uses those. If your school does not, it will simply say that your school does not use ranks or quartiles. And then for every clerkship that you've been in, there is typically a graph. They will report how long that clerkship was, if you passed, high pass, or honored, in whatever system your school uses, and it will explain their grading system. And they will provide a summary of clinical comments that came out of those clerkships. So they'll do that for all the clerkships that you're in. And if you have at that point completed senior electives, they may provide a list of some of the electives that you completed and how those went. And then they provide an overall evaluation. And they will provide a little breakdown of how that evaluation process works. You know, what do they consider to be distinguished or outstanding or excellent? That is it. That is the MSPE in a nutshell. Let me know if you have any questions. My contact information is below.